Hello everyone, Sidanet here with another update from a very hot kitchen on the Avalanche ecosystem. Today we're going to look at Algorder, which is essentially an order book management app that has just come to Avalanche. It's currently in its beta phase. You can earn a couple tokens as an airdrop. Let's get into it. So the first thing you'll notice is that you can put a conditional order into Algorder. You can do it on Pangolin, but it also supports Yeti, Baguette and Lydia. So if I just use the example that it gives you when you first load the page, once the AVAX is less than the current price in USD, then swap AVAX to PNG for the amount of one AVAX, right? So that's one simple example you could do. You could also do something a bit more wild, such as, for example, when one snob equals exactly one PFI, you're going to sell one spore for PNG. That's something you can do. Most likely though, you're going to use it for limit orders. So for example, this one, if AVAX ever goes to $10, then spend $20,000 to straight up buy an AVAX validator. Now you notice at the bottom that it mentions that the amount I entered plus 0.1 AVAX fee needs to exist in my account. That is not actually your wallet. So let's look into what it takes to create an account. So the account is actually a smart contract that controls your funds and will execute the transaction whenever, the conditions are met. When you press create account, you'll notice that you have to pay one AVAX fee also on top of the network fee to create it. The reason is the Algorder team are distributing 85% of their token supply to the early adopters. The app is currently in beta, so whoever's making an account right now is going to get a share of that. The reason they've implemented the one AVAX fee is so you cannot just spam a million accounts to get an extremely large share of the airdrop. If you do press to create your account, you'll notice that the fee, the network fee for this is actually quite large as well. That's because rather than doing a normal transaction, you're actually creating a smart contract. Now I already made my account with a different wallet, so I also don't have any AVAX in this one. But if you ever want to make it, you just press confirm here and you will get it. So back to the wallet where I do have an account, you can see you actually need to update your balance within the smart contract in order to use it. If you do not see the token here that you want to use, you can simply import it. You can either paste the token address or you can find it in this list if it exists. So for example, USDT for the AVAX USDT order. So now you know how to add USDT to your account. You still need that 0.1 AVAX fee. Of course, you deposit that in the exact same way, but the reason you need to have that is because your transaction is going to be executed by what is called an Algorithik in this app. An Algorithik is essentially just a person who keeps track of all the conditions required to execute your contract, and once it meets them, it's going to execute it and pay your transaction fee. And as a reward for doing so, it's going to take the 0.1 AVAX as a reward. So you can imagine that in the end, this will be very automated and done by bots. If you want to become an Algorithik yourself, you do need to have 10,000 ALGOR in your account as well. Of course, an Algorithik can only execute your contract once all conditions are met, and if you do have all the funds in your account available to execute the transaction with. So last comment is this is a new app, it is in beta, it does things in a way I've not seen done before. So do take the standard measures to protect yourself, do your own research, maybe make an extra wallet or so. And also, and I absolutely recommend this, just read the Medium article that the team posted. It also gives you a little bit of a insight into the motivations behind the team and maybe a little bit of a deeper understanding still than in its introduction how this app works. But yeah, everyone, that's it for now. I know I haven't been uploading videos as often as I had before. I'm trying to be a bit more critical, trying to only focus on apps that really bring something new. I think Algorder fits that description, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to see you in the next one, and goodbye.